Oh, hello. Wow. Oh no, I'm developing boob sweat. I've got sweat running down the back of my head, down the centre of my spine, and right into the crack of my arse. I said a similar thing to that on my other channel, but being my other channel where there may be minors watching, and I'm not talking about Arthur Scargill, you know, younger folk, I'd said the same thing, but I cleaned it up substantially. But you know me on this channel, I can say bum, tit and willy, and nobody bats an eyelid because that's what you used to on Bits and Doings. Pure, unadulterated filth. Now, do you want to know why I've got myself all sweaty? Well, no, it didn't involve a lot of fun. No hot, sweaty fun for Roger. It was toil and walking, like an old man, uphill, downhill, up and down again. What's the date? Oh, it's the 17th. I know it's the 17th of June because it was my birthday yesterday. Didn't do much. It started off slowly, my birthday. Mark got up before me and then decided to go back to bed for several hours. So, I don't know if I'm straight. Well, we know the answer to that. I mean, my camera looks a bit wonky. You'll just have to take me as you find me today. Oh, I'm gonna have to go for another shower. I've had a shower this morning, obviously, before going out. But I think I'll have another one. As soon as I've put my things away and had a quick chat to you. I thought I'd do an update because at the moment you're seeing videos from 35 years ago, so I thought I'd bring you right up to date on June the 17th, 2024. So anyway, Mark, on my birthday, Mark bought me a few bits, a card, a few bits of chocolate. We don't bother. I don't bother with birthdays, to be honest. But I got a card, and I got a card from Sue, and some chocolate seashells, but the proper ones, not the knockoff ones from Aldi. But she also gave me a voucher, previously a Ticketmaster voucher. So I'll be using that towards another visit to Abervoyage, but this time I'm taking my mum to Abervoyage for her birthday. My mum got me nothing for my birthday, which I was expecting, but not even a single card, so that's what my mother thinks about me. I'm not even worth a piece of card and a stamp to my mother, you know. I'm sure this will get back to her somehow. I don't know how. Anyway, I don't care. But if I didn't even bother with card or anything for her birthday, I'm not bitter. So, anyway, I made myself a cooked breakfast because on a Sunday, Mark normally cooks us an evening meal, you know, a traditional Sunday roast, but it's not traditional in this house. Traditional for me is like a veggie main, so it could be a cheese and onion pie, a corn escalope, a vegan chicken Kiev, and, you know, the veg mash, sometimes roast, gravy, and a pudding. You know, that's our Sunday dinner. But Mark had a chicken pie, I think. He eats the flesh of animals. So anyway, I had myself a cooked breakfast, which consisted of 2 slices of wholemeal toast, 2 fried eggs, a small tin of reduced sugar baked beans, and 2 corn sausage patties, all washed down with a big latte from my Tassimo machine. So that started my day off nicely, so I didn't need anything else. So I said, oh, we could go to Hebden Bridge, or maybe we could go to Gordon Rig, which is a lovely garden centre, just on the cusp of Lancashire. It's not quite in Lancashire. Being a Yorkshireman, I'm not allowed in Lancashire. But it's still in Yorkshire, but it's beyond Todmorden. So anyway, we went there because the garden is looking a bit plain with the new doodah. I'll show you that shortly. So we need some more plants. So I said, oh, why don't we go to Gordon Rig and get some plants? So that's what we did. So I will insert a little montage for you with some bit of video, mainly photographs, of the lovely time we had at Gordon Rig Garden Centre. So after that, Mark spent about 100 quid on plants, but he hasn't got enough, so I think we're going back next weekend so he can spend another 100, and then that should be enough for this year. I bought some bird stuff, which cost me nearly £50 on a bird feeder and a feeder for robins so it goes on the floor, some fat balls because I'd run out, and some mealworms, and that was nearly 50 nicker. But never mind. It's only money, isn't it? And I've got to feed the birds. Once you start doing it, they expect it. And since we've been away last week, they wouldn't have got anything. I filled it all up, obviously, before we left to go to Northumbria with my mum and my eldest brother. There'll be a separate video on that. So it's been really hectic. I'm quite looking forward to a bit of time without any doings and holidays, because I've been to London on my own. Haven't told you about that, have I? No. Well, I did tell you I was doing it, but I haven't told you what happened. So I did a separate video about that. But yes, it was all very successful. I did get lost quite a lot of times on the underground. I got there, okay, the train was fine, direct to London, King's Cross, took about 3 hours. I wasn't sure about this train company. I've never used them before. They got some negative reviews, but it was fine. Got the train, I deviated a bit and got the Elizabeth line to Stratford in London. And obviously when I got to the station, I knew where to walk because I'd been there before. So got booked into hotel, all fine and dandy, freshened up, walked back to the Westfield Stratford shopping centre, went to M&S, got a few nibbles, walked back. Oh no, I sort of did a detour back and I wanted to see the venue in the daylight. So I sort of did a detour. Got a bit lost, but I did find it in the end. So I saw the venue in the daylight, and then I walked the way back that I would be walking to the venue, slightly different way. It's down the main. It's really quick and easy. Well, about 15 minutes, 10 if you walk quick. I did walk a bit quicker coming back, but it's on a busy road. The hotel, it's all lit up. I kept my wits about me. I wouldn't, in London, I wouldn't be stuck looking at your phone all the time. If you've not been to London or it's a bit unfamiliar, don't look at your phone all the time. Don't get your Rolex watch out and look at that all the time. Just, it's pretty safe. It's still I know people get stabbed there, but the areas I went to, they seem pretty safe. But keep your wits about you. That's all you have to do in London. Anyway, I'll tell you, I'll do that separate. I'll do that separate because it's going to be too long and I've got things defrosting. So it was all fine. And then, of course, soon after London, wasn't long after, another week, and then we all went to Northumbria. And we had good weather, actually, apart from one day we got absolutely peed on coming back from a walk. But it was fine, You don't got to expect that. And I'm sweating because I had a waterproof coat on this morning. I had to go out for reasons I'll tell you about, because you don't know it's June, right? It's June. I've had my, I don't think it's down here to read off. I've had my big sort of fleecy hooded thing up with the muff. That I wasn't expecting to see that again until November, October at the earliest. But it's a thing you put on in the winter time, so you're not having to put the heating on. I've had to have that on this week in June. Can you believe it? Mark's been in his slanket. It's just ridiculous. Mark said, shall we put the heating on? I said, no. In June, the heating? You must be joking. I said, just put another layer on. He walks around in skimpy outfits, Well, they weren't skimpy when he bought them, but obviously he's putting it on. So it's just the universe balancing out. I'm losing it and he's gaining it. So I suppose it's my fault. I'm back to one meal a day from today. When I was on holiday, I did regular food. I had a breakfast, and of course there was ice cream to eat, cake, coffees, chips from the fish and chip shop, and a lot of M&S convenience meals and treats. And it was just like, I'm on holiday, And I was doing more exercise, but I probably put on a little bit. I've still got a way to go, but I'll get back to it now. So today I went to the local post office because I had an item delivered that I ordered before the holiday because there was a special offer, and I thought if I order it after the holiday that offer might have gone. And it was supposed to be delivered on Wednesday, but it came last Monday. So it's now a week on Monday, but they keep it for 14 days. Anyway, I went and collected that and then walked down to Home Bargains. I'll show you what I bought in Home Bargains. I couldn't take much today because the laptop was in a bigger box than I thought and it took up a lot of space in my rucksack. So I couldn't buy so much. So after Home Bargains, I nipped over and bought a few bits from Aldi. So let's go into the messy kitchen. I've got lots to do today. Let's go into the messy kitchen and see what I bought. Oh, I'm just having some carbonated water. I don't want to break my fast by having some juice or something. And it's 10 to 11, so it won't be too long before I have my first and only meal of the day. Excuse me, I think Daisy, do you want to go out, Daisy? Hey, do you want to go out? Okay. Excuse the mess. You know what it's like when you come back from holiday. There's lots of washing to do and things get dumped. You can't be bothered. And, you know, we went out on Sunday on my birthday. So today is the time for sorting stuff. I've done all my washing. Just got to put stuff away and, you know, generally tidy round. So this is what I bought from Aldi. Oh, first up from the Village Bakery. Some soft white baps. I'm probably, for my din-dins, my luncheon, probably going to have some mozzarella burgers in a couple of these baps with some salad, possibly. I don't know, but I bought some salad anyway. So there's some baps. I didn't realise they did orgasmic eggs, but yes, you can get orgasmic eggs from Aldi. I don't know how much all this was. Oh, I've got the receipt. So everything I'm showing you cost £28.50. Then these, now I bet these, right, I've had something very similar at M&S last week. It was on a 3 for £8 offer. There were these feta and red pepper rolls, and there was some cheese and onion rolls, and something else, you know, sort of little picnicky bites. But these look very, very similar. Same shaped box, but just an Aldi one. So I think they were £1.99. So they're feta and red pepper rolls. Oh yes, I've got this, it's not much to it, but this is a vegetable frittata. I might have that with this salad. Oh, I'm flashing. I knew my SD card would flash. I shouldn't talk so long. Hang on, I'm just going to have to delete some footage. Right, sorry about that. Let's carry on with the doodah. These are nice. Oh, a little bit squashed. I quite like the M&S ones. These are 2 lemon curd iced buns. They've got a nice lemony icing, soft bunny texture, and a lemon curd filling. Mmm, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Got some panini rolls. I like a panini with a soup. It's not really soup weather, although it's probably going to be snowing tomorrow. These will go in the freezer. They are freezable. This is my rainbow salad that I will be having today, the whole thing. It's one of my 5 a day. Let me just take another swig of neat vodka. Ah, lovely jubbly. Showing you these before, these were reduced. They might not have them for much longer, but they were quite nice. 2 vegetarian meatball crowns. They were more of a Sunday dinner type of thing. Because we can't drink a cup of tea. Did I tell you I'm starting drinking tea now? I don't know what's happened to me. You can't enjoy a cup of tea or coffee without something to dunk, so I just bought a pack of shortbread biscuits. Then for the doggies, I saw these 4th grade soft bite salmon treats, so I bought a couple of them for the dogs. Oh, and I always get, if I see it, I always like these vegetable sushis. I might have that as a starter before my main meal today. I do like those. Oh, and then I got these corn cocktail sausages. £1.99 I think they were for 20. Or were they 2? I don't know how much they were. They might be £2.99. Anyway, cocktail sausage. And then, oh, still rock hard. Well, no, starting to go a little bit doodah. These need to go in the freezer, as do those Crowns mozzarella burgers. They're fine and dandy. I've had those before. And then a lovely Sicilian lemon posset. Now, I did pick something cheaper up, but when I've got my lenses in, I can't read the tiny text. So unless they have a big V on them, I'm not sure. So I was sort of straining to see if it had something in it. And the thing I initially picked up had beef gelatine. So I threw that back in disgust. Picked up the lemon posset and saw that it had a big V on it. So I thought, that's fine for veggies. And then I was planning on drinking that on the way home, but I thought I wouldn't. This is a smoothie. Lime, what's it? Kiwi, lime, cucumber and something. I can't read it. And then I've got a few of these shots. A very expensive way of taking a turmeric, but a couple of turmeric, 99p each. And then because I like the ginger, and ginger's very good if you feel you've got a cold or you've been in areas. I bought some of these when I was in London because I was on the underground quite a lot, and you don't know what these people are like, do you, on the underground? And you're touching things that other people have touched. So I did have a couple of these shots in London to help sort of maybe boost my immune system with some ginger. So again, they're 99p each. I bought 4 of these little ginger shots. I like a nice kick of ginger on the back of my throat. Who doesn't? Right, that's everything I got that needs to be chilled. So I'll just pause the camera and I'll see you in a minute. For the next part of my unbagging, I thought I'd retire to the living room. Well, it's just walking a few feet. Oh, Daisy's coming. She'll want to be next to me. I can't see myself, although normally I don't like to see myself. For the purpose of a video, I like to see what you can see, because otherwise I'll be going like this and you won't be able to see what I'm showing you. Hang on. That's better. Oh, I'm still sweating, aren't I? I'm sweating cobs. Cool down a bit, but I'm going to have one of those minty showers, I think. Right, come on, hurry up, Daisy. These people have got other things to do than bloody wait for you to get up. Ooh, she was a trooper. She walked everywhere we walked. But Molly has to go in a bag sometimes. But although we say that, there were times when she was running around like a pup on the beach, running around, leaping like a spring lamb. I'll show you some of that in the video. Not this video, this is just a catch up and shopping haul. I bought, this is from Home Bargains. I bought 2 of these because I bought some for Mark. You see, I am caring and sharing. These are lemon puffs or puffs. They're sort of an oldie-fashioned biscuit I used to have in my childhood when Mother could afford it. When my father gave a bit extra housekeeping. So these are Bolan's lemon puff biscuits. Traditional puff pastry biscuits sandwiched with a slight lemon flavour cream filling. A light, not slight, light. I must have been in the mood for lemon because I bought other lemony things, haven't I, today? Haven't bought any lemon pledge. Anyway, pardon me, I'm bringing up the bubbles. So that's lemon puffs. I don't know where to put them with the dogs here. I don't want them thingy. I always buy these flapjacks. I got some nicer flapjacks from Gordon Rigg. Well, Mark bought me them. These are considerably cheaper. Anyway, I like them. Anyway, this is like a whole pudding. They're quite substantial. They are a meal in themselves. This is cherry and almond flavour. 2 of them. I have only bought 4. And 2 of the chocolate flavour coated Flappy Jackie. Very nice with a cup of tea. I can't believe I've started drinking tea. I don't know what it is. It might be like when you reach a certain age you can stomach those mouldy cheeses and olives. Well, I've just started drinking tea. And I did go through a phase of having tea. And then I had some a few weeks back at a friend's house. And I thought, I had a swig of Mark's and thought, oh yes. So he made me a whole mug of tea. Oh no, it's a china cup. And I've been drinking tea randomly. I'm still having coffee, but I'm also drinking tea. Who'd have thunk it? I bought 2, I know I shouldn't. I do like Star Bars. We can never get them in multi-packs. So this is a duo. Star Bars are probably one of my favourite confections. I like a lot of confections, but if I was just to grab something, I'd rather go for a Star Bar than a Mars bar or a Twix. Occasionally I'd have a Bounty, if I'm feeling exotic, you know. Right, what's in it? I've really packed this well, because inside here is the item I picked up from the post office, plus what I could squeeze in from Home Bargains. I bought this. This is for my retro brighting. If we get any sunshine, I've used this earlier this year to retro bright some white vacuum cleaner parts. This is what it's for. And it's very successful. It took a couple of days because we didn't get very bright weather. But yeah, gone are the days of getting hydrogen peroxide cream and sort of painting it on the plastic and wrapping it up in cling film. I tried that, totally unsuccessful. But this is the simplest thing and it does work. For yellowed plastics, now I'm going to try some other colour plastic. It's normally white plastic that's gone yellow it works for, but it can also work for coloured plastics that have gone a funny colour. Dysons tend to go green. I've got a Hoover Turbo Master that should be blue, but it's gone a bit green, so I'm going to try this on that. And I've got some lovely vintage Hoovers from the 70s that have gone yellow that would look fantastic. I've got Hoover Junior Deluxe that looks almost brand new, apart from the yellowing. So if I can get rid of the yellowing this summer, that's going to restore that machine to almost factory fresh. They're quite good pricey, this Astonish. Don't buy this from Amazon. It's cheaper from Home Bargains. You can buy this online from Home Bargains. In fact, I probably will get a load online because I couldn't carry much. I could only buy one. I'd normally have bought at least two, but because I was walking, didn't have much space in my rucksack, I could only get one. But I've got a couple in stock. I always have some in stock. Then, because I do wear spectacles, I have these lens wipes. I get these from Home Bargains. I think they're 99 pence. Oh, I was thinking of the dogs again. I've got some more dog treats. Some meaty chicken sticks. Don't sniff them, Molly. Now, they're not for you yet, Molly Moo. And then, because I've started wearing white t-shirts just as an undergarment, I don't wear white as a whole because I'm quite white and it just makes me really washed out. I think I suit darker colours. But I thought these might help, and they're recommended by the Good Housekeeping Institute. These are Dr. Beckman Glow White Ultra. Restores your whites. And we all like a whiter wash. That's what the ladies back in the day, you know, they always had to have a whiter than white wash, because if their neighbours had a whiter wash than them, they were cast out of society, they were ostracised, they were sent to Coventry, they were gossiped about over the fence. They'd say, "Ooh, have you seen her at number 12? Look at the state of her whites." And they'd say, "Oh yes, they're more grey than white. Ooh." And then of course the other, the kindlier neighbour would go around and say, would pick something out of a wicker shopping basket and say, "Have you tried Dares with the new blue whitener?" And then everything is all right in suburbia because she's got extra chemicals making her whites look bluey white. I have been affected by TV advertising for many years. Not so much now because I don't watch TV live, and I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to see all those ghastly adverts. But I'm glad people watch them when they're watching my videos, because it pays me some pennies. So it's thanks to you, thank you for watching crap like this, that I can afford to go to Home Bargains and buy some whitener for my t-shirts, because I don't want the embarrassment putting grey-white garments on the washing line and the neighbours looking at me in disdain. I'm sure they do anyway, but I don't want them to have more ammunition to call the cops or the mental health people. Oh, that's more dog treats. And then, because I've got some trouble with some stains, actually, it's caused by castor oil. I've been putting that on various parts of my body, but it stains some of my lovely pyjamas and pillowcases. So I'm going to try this Oxy stain remover. Obviously I can put some of that powder that I bought for Doodah for retro brighting. This is supposed to be for your washing, you see. It'll go in your washing machine. But I thought I could pre-treat, I'll see what this is like, the pink stuff. I think it was only 99 pence or something. And then, because I want a little bit of glow in the garden, I thought I'd try these for $4.99. They were solar copper wire string lights, 200. I've got a faux sort of greenery on the fence behind my outdoor sofa, and I thought it might be nice just to put these on it, you know. And it's got a little solar panel. I thought I'd try it, $4.99, you know, you can't go wrong. And then, because I do suffer from, I don't know if it's more whiteheads than blackheads, but I do like a scrub at least once a week. Every day I use a face wash, but there are, at least weekly, it's good to have a few gritty particles in your wash and just get rid of a whole layer of skin to reveal a youthful complexion. It hasn't worked on me, but, you know, and this is a sort of T-zone with sort of, it smells very tea tree-ish and antiseptic, you know. Sometimes you need a good scrub. So I got that T-zone. I've got more. There's more. Oh yes, that's the other packet of lemon puffs. One for Mark. I'll take those up. He's working from home today. It's partly I've moved here because he's above the kitchen and his voice is quite booming. Camp, but booming. Whereas, of course, I sound extremely masculine. Of course, now I'm a puff. Right, I think that's everything, apart from the silly little thing I had to pick up from the post office. You see, normally I have things delivered, but because I knew, well, it was touch and go whether it would arrive before our holiday, and it didn't, so I thought, well, I'll have it delivered to the post office, the nearest post office. But it came sooner than I expected. It came on the Monday, the first Monday we were away, so now it's a week on Monday. I've been umming and ahhing about getting one of these recently because my current one is starting to fail. The battery is knackered on it more or less, but I always use it mains anyway. But it started doing silly things. It started just shutting down randomly, and I think it's nearly 6 years old. This is a laptop. So in laptop terms, 6 years is antique. You know, you might as well go back to using a piece of slate and chalk, as you know, as far as computing goes. And it's, for me, this is purely for work purposes. It's not, I have my iPad for everything else, but I seldom use my MacBook for anything but editing videos. So obviously I need something. So I've gone full hell for leather. I've got a top of the range MacBook. And the reason I got it at this stage is because, well, it was £200 cheaper than Apple anyway. This is from Very. I get staff discount. This is colleagues now, but I've always called it staff. We were referred to staff when I was at work. Not until I went to Asden, it's colleagues. But when I worked at Littlewoods, where I still get the discount because Very is part of Littlewoods, so I still get my discount from Littlewoods. We were staff, so it was called staff discount. So I still get staff discount on Apple, but I don't get it for some reason. I don't get it on iPhones, iPads, Apple Watch. I get it on all the accessories, and I get it on MacBooks, all the laptops, Apple laptops and desktops I'd get it on, expect. So I get a discount. But there was also a 10% cashback if you click Buy Now, Pay in 12 months, which I normally do. So what Very hope is you don't pay for it before the 12 months is up, and then you're hit with loads of interest from the time you got it delivered, and then you'll keep getting interest if you haven't paid for it. But fortunately, I always pay for everything on that at least a month before it's due. But by doing that, I got a further 10% cash back, which meant for the price that I got, £701 discount. I know some people will say, bloody hell, I wouldn't even spend £700 on a laptop, and that's just a discount. Yeah, it's a top model. It's a top model. But I thought, it's going to last me at least 6 years, hopefully. But if you don't get the best you can afford at the time, well, I can't afford it. That's why it's on Buy Now, Pay in 12 months. I haven't paid anything for this yet. But I'll probably I'll just pay a bit each month. But yes, it's one of these. And yes, I know there'll be people there, oh, Apple are shite. I'm sorry, but I've always had Apple. I can't help it. Blame my eldest brother for handing me his Apple stuff, getting his old Apple stuff. And I'm used to Apple. I can't learn anything else. I can't learn Windows, whatever it is. So I've gone down in size. I think mine's 15 point something, and this is a 14-inch, but I don't think it's going to be much different screen wise. It's 1 terabyte of storage, which is better, but it's the M, if you know about Apple, it's the M3 Max processor, I think. So here it is, and you also get a doodah, a lead, a black lead, a white mains, it's the MagSafe one. My previous current laptop doesn't have the MagSafe. They got rid of it and they've brought it back. The MagSafe is good if you trip over your cable because it disconnects from the laptop without causing damage. There'll be some blurb in there. I bet there's loads of unboxings of these on YouTube. I bet they're not like this one. I don't have fancy lights and a nice desk to open it on. I just sat on my sofa next to a load of shopping and a slanket and 2 smelly dogs. So yes, looking at it compared to, I can see my old laptop, it's black anyway. Look, it's black. But I think this, I'm hoping, well, I'm going to start now. Now I've got this fancy new all singing, all dancing laptop. All the old videos I've recorded for this channel and my other channel, I'll be able to whiz through them, get them all edited up. No stalling. So there it is. Oh, bloody hell, it's turned on. I didn't want you turning on. Not ready to play with you yet. How do you take this off? Well, there we go. Yes, it's going to start doing things. What's that at the top? Oh, it's saying hello, look. Hello! Is it going to say hello in foreign? I think it is. That's foreign. So there you go. I don't know if I want to... It'll ask me if I want to connect all my... download all my bits of my old laptop into this. I don't think I'm going to. I don't know if they've even... I don't know if I'll even have mail on this. It's basically a work computer. To be honest, I do very little browsing on my laptop. All the browsing and watching YouTube, well, most of YouTube is watching my big telly, but all the stuff that's not related to my channel, I need a proper computer. And this one, you know, I know the ridiculous prices. There's some advantages again as well with this model. It actually has an SD card slot, which obviously I use an SD card on my camera. So instead of having a dongle, which I use at the moment, I can just slot an SD card directly in. It's also got HDMI out. Again, I can do that on my other laptop, but I have to use a dongle. And I've got an all singing, all dancing sort of video capture thing. So I can record, you know, I can output stuff from this into that video capture thing directly. So it keeps saying hello. I'm just going to close it because I haven't time. I want to sort of take my time over this and set it up properly, and then I can start editing. I have ordered a little bag for it, just a, not, you know, Apple don't do them, but it looks quite good, just to keep it nice. And I might get myself a new laptop tray. I've got one now, but it's looking a bit tatty, and it's quite large because I bought it for a larger laptop. I'll show you before I go, I'll just show you my old laptop. It's just there, you see. We'll compare the size. Hang on. Excuse me. Oh, I dented this actually. And funnily enough, I dented this. Oh, it was in the same holiday, not the same holiday cottage, but it's a holiday cottage attached to the one we've just been to, because I took this with me. And it was next to the bed.
If English is the main language, press the return key.
Oh, shut up! I don't want to hear from Siri yet. I thought you'd have turned off. So this got dented quite early on. You should have seen the hissy fit I made. So this'll be filthy. It'll be full of finger marks and crumbs. I don't want to. There we go. So that's, you know, this is quite a fancy one, but this has been completely outdated by this one. And this one will be outdated probably in 6 months. But I will use it for as long as I can. I mean, this one still worked, but as I said, it's starting to cause trouble. And it's getting slow, and I wanted more storage, and I wanted faster RAM and all that palaver. What's the difference? I don't think it's hugely different in size. Yeah, you know. And when I'm editing my videos, I never do it in full screen anyway. So I don't use the full screen. So I think this is the 14-inch. I could have got the 16-inch, but it was, you know, more money. And I think this is better. If I want to take this away with me, it is actually weight-wise, I don't think there's much in it. But you see, look at that. That's a dongle I have to have for my SD card. So no more dongles for me. It's all going to be dongle free with my new MacBook. So there you go. That's what I picked up today, so I'll be playing with that later. Well, not playing. It is a work laptop. I stress. It's not for fun. It's so you good people can see the crap I put out, you know. All that money just for this sort of content. Anyway, I'm sure some of you appreciate it. So, folks, put that down. I'll have another swig of fizzy water. And I'll get sorted. I'll get a bit tidied up. I'm expecting a few deliveries. Maybe today. So, yeah, right, that's it. I thought I'd just get caught up with current me rather than me from 35 years ago, which was, I think, the last video you saw would have been from 35 years ago. Oh, crikey. Where does the time go, folks? Where does it go? I do not know, but I'm not any different, apart from, you know, fatter, balder, wrinklier. But inside here, and inside, I don't know where the heart is. Mark says it's, I don't know, I think it's around here. Anyway, inside my brain and inside my heart is the same as it was when I was first sitting in front of a huge video camera talking to my pen pal Sue and her sister Mandy. So, thanks for watching. Again, my As Seen on TV series is continuing, and there'll be some other content coming up, but I've, you know, a bit thin on the ground for newer content at them, you know, recently because of me being away and then holidays and stuff. But with my new laptop, hopefully you'll get to see a lot more content, although it's not going to be quite so up to date, but it is content that you need to see. Well, you don't need to see it, but it'd be nice if you did. So, shut up, Roger! Goodbye for now, and I love you all.